Our next comic, you might have seen him on Criminal Minds, but don't worry, he's going to be very funny tonight. So give a warm welcome to Heath McGough.
Y'all having fun yet? All right, good. Let's keep it going. So I am Heath McGough. I'm from Oklahoma. Might be hard to tell because since I've lived here for about the last year, I've kind of developed this really thick Southern Cali accent. But I promise I am from Oklahoma. I moved out here to be an actor and a comedian and to be broke and hungry and depressed and start to never mind. Yeah, I moved out here and what I figured is y'all have a lot of shit to do out here. Where I'm from, there ain't that much to do, man. I mean, and what made it worse is I grew up as a Pentecostal preacher's kid. Now, if you don't know what that's like, let me explain it to you. Being a preacher's kid in the South, remember back to the last time you thought, I'm going to go to hell for what I just did? Now, think about that, and now take that and spread it over your entire childhood. And the guilt, and that's pretty much what we're talking about. And so what I had to do is decide whether I wanted to spend my entire childhood being bored or if I wanted to spend the rest of eternity burning in a lake of fire. That's pretty heavy to put on a little kid, right? And I did that for about 30 years, and I got tired of it. And so I moved out here to hang out with you sinners. Yeah. My dad still thinks California's just going to fall off in the ocean someday because of all the sinning going on out here, but, you know, whatever. Any of y'all got kids? All right. I got a 2-year-old boy. And poor thing, sadly, he looks just like me. Just a little mini version of me, crazy hair and all. And I also have to admit, sadly, he's probably my best friend that I probably ever had because we got everything in common. We like cartoons, chocolate milk. We both like to dance around in the mirror naked, you know. We both like to pee on things, too. I figured out here in California you get in trouble for that shit. Out in Oklahoma, you can pee on wherever you want it. You know, step out the back door and just pee. And here they frown that for some reason, but I don't know. But anyway, my wife, she don't get it. She don't get me and him. She don't understand why we like the things we do or how we think. Like the other day I come home and she was sitting there on the couch and she had this look on her face. And I'd seen this look before, so I started to panic a little bit. Because the last time I seen this look, it was when I'd forgot to clear my internet search history. That was not a good week, guarantee you. So she goes, "You going to talk to your son?" I thought, "Whew, that was close." Because I had just been Googling how to kill my mother-in-law and get away with it. That would have been a bad month, yeah. But I thought, what could my little boy do at 2 years old to wait till your daddy gets home talk? And she said, well, you were watching the Tigger movie with Winnie the Pooh, and he got to looking at it, and he come up to me and he said, Mama, where's my tail? And she said, you don't have a tail. Well, you know, he ain't gonna put up with that answer, so he kept on, and finally she goes, okay. So she took a towel and put it down his diaper. And hang it out the back, and that worked for a minute. And then she said, oh, he come back in a minute, though, and had his diaper off and was pointing at his little thingy going, Mommy, tail, Mommy, tail. And I go, oh, okay, I'll talk to him. She goes, no. That's not the worst part. She said, then he come to me and said, Mommy, where's your tail? And she said, I don't have a tail. Mommy, where's your tail? Don't have a tail. And she said, for the next 15 to 20 minutes, he tried to find my tail. Very persistently tried to find my tail. I thought, okay, I'll talk to him. So I took him over on the side and I said, listen, son. I said, there's 3 things you need to know about your tail. First is Mama don't have a tail because she's always been mean to Daddy. Number 2, you remember right now that Daddy's tail will always be bigger than Liam's tail. And number 3, don't you ever let a woman tell you that the size of the tail is what makes a man. Because 4.5-inch tail is plenty big enough for anybody. By God. Yeah, that wasn't a good week either because she heard me. But there's been times I've been kind of worried about him because she's kind of got her influence on him a little bit too sometimes. Like she's been watching musicals with him and been teaching him show tunes and shit like that. And so the other day I come home, and usually when I walk in the door, he meets me. He's coming to see Daddy. And so I come in the door, and here he comes. I heard him coming down the hall, and he was singing one of those stupid musicals, some show tune or something. And he'd got in our closet, and he'd got his mama's high heel shoes, and he had them on. And he had gotten one of my wife beaters, one of my old white wife beater T-shirts, which more on him looked like kind of a nightgown. And so what you got is you got high heels, a nightgown, and a little kid walking down the hall singing a show tune. Think about it for a second. Yeah. So I thought, oh my God, is my 2-year-old son gay? I'd never thought about it before. I started thinking, this is something I have to deal with, maybe someday. I mean, right now I understand. He's just experimenting, he's playing around, but at some point he might realize, hey, I'm gay. And so I thought, you know what? If I'm honest, I don't want my son to be gay. And hang on, I'm not being homophobic when I say it. The problem is, well, look at me. I would be the worst freaking role model for a gay guy ever. Right? I mean, musicals, I was born and raised in Oklahoma. Been there 30 plus years and didn't know there was a musical named after our state. My wife was telling me this other day, I was like, no way, right? That's our state song. What are you talking about? And as far as fashion, when I left the house tonight, I thought I looked good. My wife was like, you're wearing that? Don't you got a show tonight? I said, yeah. She goes, really? I said, I dressed up. I cleaned my boots. I threw my shirt in the dryer, got all the wrinkles out of it. It's looking good. Can't win with that woman. But anyway, but if he decides to be gay, that's fine with me. I love him just the same, and maybe he can take me out and get me some better clothes, get me some fancy boots, and everything will be just right. That'll be fine with me. I love him even more. But the only thing I got to say, that little turd better play some football. That's my time. Thank you, guys.